Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This episode, I'm starting a new project. Since I've completed the Dansco 7070 with the US set and almost done with the Canadian set, I've decided to create my own typeset with Panamanian coins ranging from 1904 to present. That would be the Balboas. I've compiled a set from doing research. And as of right now, these are the coins that I have. The 1 centesimo, the 2.5 centesimos, the 5 centesimo, the 10 centesimos, the quarter centesimo, or quarter Balboas. There are half Balboas in there, but they're leaning forward. And then the Balboas. But I took some coins to my local coin shop, and as you can see, kind of went on a shopping spree. Most of those are to help with the Balboa set. So as you can see, I bought quite a bit of stuff. A Series 1914 $20 bill for my currency set. As a merit badge counselor for the coin collecting for the local Boy Scouts, I give these books to the kids so they can do their merit badges. If you look in some of my previous videos, I actually did a series of videos going through the requirements for the merit badge. And as for the requirements, this book helps them collect the coins. It was put out by Whitman, so it's a really good book. Teaches them how grading works. Teaches them about who's on the currency, about legal tender and Federal Reserve system. Also gives all the requirements for the merit badge. There you go. And of course, a lot of Canadian fish scale 5 cents and mostly Panamanian coins to go with my set. Let me reflip these and get the information on them, and I'll be right back. So after sorting through these, I have greatly upgraded most of my collection here so far. I'll be putting these in pages and in a makeshift book, or album, should I say. The 5 Balboas, the single Balboas, the half Balboa, the quarter Balboas, the 10 Balboas. Give me a second, sorry. 10 centesimos, or the 1/10 or decimo Balboas, the 5 centesimos, the 2.5 centesimos, the 1 year that they had the 1 1/4 centesimo, the single centesimos, the half centesimo, the 1 year they had that. I got this Cuba just for the heck of it. Same with all these Mexicos. Some Civil War tokens to add to my collection. can always use some more fish scale Canadian 5 cents on my remaining Balboas in both of those cubicles. And got this in change. Always keep my NIFCs, especially when they're in such good condition. So let me get the page made up for this and put the makeshift album together. Be back in just a moment. Alright, after making my album here, we start off with the only half centesimo they made in 1907. Then you have the single centesimos. I have enough space for all 7. Actually, all 9 of them. There's 3 plus a 4 plus 2 more. Then the single 1 1/4 centesimo they made in 1940. Next up, we have the 2 1/2 centesimos, the Panama pill, the very small 90% silver Panama pill in 1904. Then they went to the Cooper nickel. A few more after that. I need to fill those holes. Then your 5 centesimo, of course your 5 centesimos, the 1904 silver, and then going into the Cooper nickel. Next up, you have your 10 centesimos or undécimos de Balboa, the 10 centesimos or the 1/10 Balboas. They started off as the 10 centesimos in 1904. The next series became the 1/10 Balboas. You have your 1962, the single, or the series, then your 1953, which was the, I want to say that was the 50th anniversary of the Republic. So you'll have a singled out 1953 in all denominations, the 1, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50, or the half Balboa. Next up, you have the 25 centesimos, or the un cuarto de Balboa, the 1/4 Balboas. Again, they start off as a 25 centesimos, but in the second series, they became the 1/4 Balboa. Again, the 53, the 50th anniversary. I believe in 78, they went to a 75th anniversary as well. Also, in 1973, they did proofs, which I have a proof set of the 1973s. I believe it was the 1/4 and a half is the only one I really got out of those. Oh, and the 1/10. Enough room for all the commemorative singles, the 1/4 Balboas. And then you go into the half Balboas, the medio Balboas. I'm still looking for the first series. You got the second and the third, or the second series, the 1953. The third series, there's a 61 that they were like 1/100th of a millimeter larger, which made it stand out from the rest of the second series. So you have your third series, then the fourth series. Again with the 73 proof. Then enough room for all the commemoratives, the singled out commemoratives. And then going into the actual Balboas, we get into a crown size. The first series, the second series. No, this was a single out 53, which was the 50th anniversary. Then we go into these are all for the commemorative singles. Then we go into the 5 Balboas, the Cinco Balboas. All the 5 Balboas were NIFC commemoratives. I'll be going through that list here in a moment, and then I'll go into 10 Balboas afterwards. I'm staying away from the 20 Balboas because they are very expensive and very large. I do have a few of the 1973 20 Balboas. They're literally about the size of the 5-ounce quarter that the U.S. Mint puts out. So definitely they wouldn't be fitting in these pockets here. And they're pretty valuable. They're about $150 to $250, depending on if you get the business strike or the proof strike, which I have 2 business strikes and a proof strike. I'll show those later on. But again, they are too big to be going in this book, so I will skip getting those for this book. Be back in just a moment. So instead of doing a screen capture, the microphone didn't seem to pick me up very well. I'll show you my list here of the typeset. As you see, the 1 year at the half centesimo, which I have that's my check off right there. Just want to put one of those red spots in. 1 centesimo, you have all the different years. I will be collecting the NIFCs. They did that. The 78, like I said, was the 75th anniversary of the Republic. With 1953, they did the 50th anniversary of the Republic. In 2000, there's the FAO. In 1940 was the only year they did the 1 1/4 centesimos, which is an obsolete. Same with the half centesimo. The next one's an obsolete. The 2 1/2 centesimo you saw earlier. I have the Panama pill, which is the very small coin there. Then you go through all the coins up to the FAO series in 73 through 75. The NIFCs from 75 and 78, you had a 75 or 75th anniversary of the Republic, and then 83 through 85. So you have one series with the 75 through 82, and then you had another series of 83 through 85. Next up, you have the 5 centesimos, which I have the first 3 series. I need to get all the NIF series, then the 1996 and the 2001 through 2009 series. Next up are the 10 centesimos, or the 1/10 Balboas. Again, you have the 53 50th anniversary, and 61 they had 1/100th of a millimeter difference. It was a little larger. Then the NIFCs, then the 96 through 2019 circulation. Then you go into the 25 centesimos, the quarter Balboas. In 1904 it was a 25 centesimo, and then after that became the quarter Balboas. Again, you have an NIF series. Then you go into the commemoratives. The PC, the Panama Canal. Basically, I think in 2016 was, of course, the 100th anniversary of the Panama Canal. So they did 6 coins, all in circulation for the commemoration of the 100th year. Then you go into the 50 centesimos in 1904, 1905, and then the half Balboas afterwards. 53 again, and then the 78. Then you have all the commemoratives. Then you go into the Balboas, the first 3 series, then the NIFC series, circulation series, then NIFC series, then a commemorative, then the bimetallic series. And then also, again, you have a lot of commemoratives out of that. These are all commemoratives of certain large churches or convents throughout the Panama, the country of Panama, and then a celebration of the World Youth Day. There's 2 there again, like the Canadians, non-color version and a color version. Both were in circulation. Then this was kind of a toss-up if I do these or not, but I'm figuring I'm going to do these. The 5 Balboas, of course, all the NIFC commemorative 5 Balboas, and the NIFC commemorative 10 Balboas. Hey guys, while I've still got you here, I have quite a few more coins that came in before I released this video, so I'd go ahead and update you as I put them in the book here, or before I put them in the book, should I say. Alright, come back here. I have a 2001 5 centesimo. Sarah Sotillo is her name. 1996 1/10 Balboa. A 1961 1/2 Balboa. A 1931 Balboa. Then the coins that started the collection, the 1904 50 centesimos, the 1904 25 centesimos, a 1979 NFIC, not intended for circulation, a proof quarter Balboa, a 1961 1/10 Balboa, then the 1978 75th anniversary proof set, the 1 centesimo, the 2.5 Panama pill centesimos, the 5 centesimos, the 1/10 Balboa, the 1/4 Balboa, the 1/2 Balboa, and then the silver proof Balboa, and then the silver proof 5 Balboa, and then the 10 Balboas. This is the first 10 Balboa ever minted. Alright, I'll be back with another update for tomorrow's coins. We'll see you in a moment. The 1975 proof set. The 1 centesimo. The 2.5 centesimo, the little small thing. 5 centesimo, the 10 centesimo, the 25 centesimo, and the 50 centesimos. The 1 Balboa goes into sterling silver. Then the 5 Balboas, sterling silver as well. Then you go into the 2016 commemoratives. I'm getting the 2 that come before this. There's 6 in the whole series. Number 3 was the 1999 reversion of the Panama Canal. Number 4 was the Panama Canal expansion project. Number 5 was the centenary of the Panama Canal. And number 6 was the 100th year anniversary of the Panama Canal. Then there's the 200th birthday of Justo Arosemena. Then the 50 centesimos are the half Balboas. Centenary of the National Bank of Panama reproduction, or not reproduction, but 50 or half Balboa celebrating the coin of 1850, and the half Balboa celebrating the cistern of the convent of the Conception. Then a 1983 1/10 Balboa. 1982 World Soccer World Cup. The 5 Balboa, sterling silver. The first, the bimetallic 1 Balboas of 2011. Not really collecting them, but these are extras that came in with it. That came in with a 75 proof set, and I will be waiting on a capsule for that, so this is only a temporary thing. And then the other 20 Balboa, 1977, the Vasco Nunez de Balboa. I'll be putting these in the book, and if I have another collection come in before this video is produced, I'll add more to it. We'll see you in a moment. Even though they're not added to the typeset, basically this is my 20 Balboa collection. Only threw in the maple leaf to compare size. That is a 1 ounce maple leaf. These coins are that big. They are 61 millimeter coins, and they're about 3.9 ounces of silver, actual silver weight. They're all coming sterling, as you can see, to 73 business strike and 173 proof, a 75 proof, and a 1977. In 77, that's when they went with the Vasco Nunez de Balboa obverse. Alright, back to the typeset. Got ourselves a 1907 half centesimo, which I already have one, but it's good to have an extra one. Then we go into the 1 centesimos, in 1983 and 1993, in 1996, and in 2000 FAO made of aluminum. Speaking of FAOs, in 1973, 2.5 centesimos, FAO. In you read my own writing, 1996, quarter Balboa. Then 1966, Balboa. 1983, Balboa commemorating the death of General Omar Torrijos. And 2004, celebrating the handover of the Panama Canal. On the front is President Maria Moscoso. If I can get the ring light of it, there you can see a lot better that way. Alright, I'll get these put in the book and expect more tomorrow. Day 5, not much for today. In 1981, 5 Balboa. In 1980, 1 Balboa. In 1981, 1 Balboa. All of them 50% silver. All of them in proof as well. We'll add these to the book and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we are, another day. Some more Panamanian coins. First off, the quarter Balboas. To round out the centenary of the Panama Canal. You have the first of 6, which is the construction of the Panama Canal. And the second of 6, the first passage through the Panama Canal. And then we go into the half Balboas, the centenary of the Panama Canal, a regular uncirculated 2018, the 2018 Convent of San Francisco ruins, and the 2019 commemorating the 500 years of Panama City. Then, just because I collect un Balboas, a 1934 in AU condition. All right, on to the next day. Next day, 2008, quarter Balboas, the breast cancer awareness, and the 50th anniversary of the Children's Hospital. And then, if you notice this 5 Balboa, below the shield it says lay 0.925, which means it's supposed to be sterling silver. But at that time, if you clad coins made out of the mint that were struck with the sterling silver proof reverse die. This is about a $75, $80 coin. Then you have the 84 1 Balboa, the 82 half Balboa, the 83 quarter Balboa, the 83 1/10 Balboa, the 83 5 centesimo, and the 83 1 centesimo. Let me get these in the book, and that should be it. All right, so an update on the book so far. I have the 1 year they came out with the half centesimo in 1907. All of the 1 centesimos, 1937, 1953, 62, on up to 2000 FAO. The 1 year they made a 1 1/4 centesimo. Then the 2 1/2 centesimos, the silver Panama pill, then the cupro nickel, then the proof Panama pills made out of cupro nickel, the FAO, and then the 5 centesimos, the 1904 silver centesimo, then the cupro nickels. Then you go into the 1/10 Balboas, or the 10 centesimos. In 1904, of course, was the silver, and then you go into the smaller silver ones once they go into 1/10 Balboas. As you go into the cupro nickel clad ones. Then the 25 centesimo into the 1/4 Balboa. All silver coins up to the cupro nickel clads. That one right there, then the breast cancer awareness going into the commemoratives to the 100th anniversary of the Panama Canal, into the 200th birthday of Justo Erisemna, into the 50 centesimo half Balboas. Going in more into the half Balboas, into the commemoratives, the 1 Balboas, of course the silver proofs were sterling. Into the more modern Balboas, the 50% silver proofs, into the clad, and then the bimetallic ones. Still enough room for a lot of the Balboas to come in. You go into the 5 Balboas. So far, this is as many as I have. And of course, at the bottom of the page, the 1/10 Balboa that I have. I should have more coming soon. Now, after those, I have all the Panamanian coins that were extra or had been upgraded. As you can see, I have a lot of the obsolete 2.5s. And then going through there. I'm starting a Mexican set, so those are in the background. These are still extra Panamanian coins that I have. I am collecting the 1 Balboas that are 90% silver. The 5 Balboa proofs, that's the one I told you earlier that was stamped for a silver proof, but it's not. It's actually a clad coin. Then going through those. So I will be back whenever the book gets more coins in it, and we'll go through more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.